That's in post-production.
Dungeon talk.
Ay, ay, ay.
That's the paid version, everyone. Okay.
All right. Moving along.
Okay, so let me tell you about his recent encounter. So
Okay.
John's recent encounter. And in fact, there's two parts of this. So I'm going to zoom through this. Feel free to stop me if you want to ask any questions. So John had a Yowie encounter when he was fishing in the early dawn. So he decided to start fishing during daytime hours. That was the first kind of, hang on a second, you had a Yowie encounter? I don't know what happened in that Yowie encounter, but it spooked him enough to go, I'm not going to go fishing during the dawn anymore. I'll do it during the daytime, safer, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. So this day, he said, and this is from his interview and him talking, right? So he said, this day started really weird. First, he realized that he'd forgotten to take his wallet when he went to get a coffee on his way to the river. In Australia, you have to have your fishing license with you, or you'll get fined like $1,000 if you're caught fishing without having your license. So it's a really important thing. It's one of those things that you make sure you take with you on those days, right? So he went home to get it. Then he showed up to his spot that he goes fishing, and he said he'd already been there 3 times that week. And today the gate was, he'd been there 3 times this week, and the gate was always unlocked because the rangers come around and unlock them in the mornings. He said this time it was locked. He was like, that's weird. Why hasn't the ranger come around to unlock the gate? So he goes, okay, that's cool. He'll go to this new spot about 5 minutes down the road. This is where his father-in-law told him about where he used to go as a kid. So he goes, okay, sweet as, I'll go down here. He goes, the gate was unlocked, which in itself was weird because the rangers lock each gate as they go around and then unlock them. So he was kind of like, what is going on? This one's unlocked, but the normal one, the really popular one's locked. And he was kind of like, okay, that's all right. Brush it off. Yes, bro, she'll be right. We'll just keep on going, right? He goes, it started to get a bit weirder. He said on the playlist on Spotify, it started getting locked into a loop, right? So his music glitched out and started playing a song that he'd never heard before, and it went straight to the chorus. You know this is a bad idea.
I'm turning around. 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 I'm leaving.
He goes, and then it glitched back to the song that he was listening to.
No.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, I'd be out real quick.
I'm leaving. Wow. Okay, hold on.
So
hold on.
That's the start.
So hold on. Okay. Okay. Gets up, forgets his wallet, needs his fishing license, go back, get the fishing license, heads down to his spot. Red flag number 1, gate's locked. Then he says, you know what? That's never happened before, but it's okay. I'm just going to head on down the street and I'll go to my second spot. Now you're telling me that on the way, the radio glitches out and it starts playing a song that telling him basically this is a bad idea, turn around, don't go. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
A song that he has never heard before, and then it glitches back to his song. He said, so he made this long cast to the right, and as it hit the water, a creature in the tree line started screaming and running through the bush towards him.
Oh, no.
It was smashing branches out of the way. It was screaming and roaring as loud as it could. He said he could hear its heavy footsteps running towards him, breaking branches, and could see it pushing trees and bush out of the way. It stopped just before John could see it, just in the tree line, and it started howling and roaring at him. He said he had hooked a fish, so he reeled it in as fast as he could, threw the fish back into the water. You know, as he did, he didn't keep the fish. He was catching them and putting them back in. John decided he'd turn around and he went back to the car and pretend like it didn't happen, right? So he turned his kayak around and he heard a voice in his head, go now or you will die.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
You ever see those?
Right.
You ever see the? Pause that for a second. You ever see those movies where the white people go into a place and it's clearly bad and somebody's going to die? I'm not that white guy. I hear one verse leave. I'm leaving. You understand? Don't go there. Okay, I won't.
Like, I'm going to go out to the bush all by myself. You're like, no.
Nope. I'm leaving. Wow.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, eh?
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.